Good morning students. Once again we welcome you to Alchemy Online Education 11th Standard Business Studies. In our last video we have studied the same chapter Nature and Purpose of Business with the objectives of business. You already know objective of business are classified into two, economic objective and social objective. So today we will move ahead and see what is the role of profit in the business. You all know that role of profit is very important in business, okay, but the role of profit can be bought out of the following factor. Like number one, you can see on the screen, that is long survival. For a business to survive in a market for a long period, you need profit. Profit alone helps the business to continue and to exist in a market for a longer period. Suppose if you don't get profit, there is an absence of profit. So what will happen? You have to wind up your business. That means you have to shut down your business. So to survive in the market for a longer period, you need profit. But not only for the survival, for the growth and expansion. See the second point. All businessmen want their business to expand and to grow because they want their business to develop with an additional capital. So to develop, you need more capital. Okay, to expand, you need more capital. That means you need more profit. And when you get more profit, you can do one thing, that is retained earning, which is, what is retained earning? Whatever profit you get from your business, you can invest back that certain percentage back in your business to expand it or to grow it. That is called as retained earning. And for that, the very good source is profit. You don't have to go anywhere, not to a bank, no other financial institution. You have more capital, you have more profit, you can invest that back in your business. The third role of profit is for increasing efficiency. Now how does the profit increases efficiency? When you get reward for anything, if you're working hard and you get reward for it, you're very happy and you continue to work hard. Similar is with the businessman. When they get good profit, they are very happy and they work harder to get more and more profit. Not only employer, but also the employee who are working with the employer is also happy. Why? Because they know that they have contributed for the success of business. So they will definitely get reward for it. That means as a businessman, you have to give some part of the profit to your employees also. Okay, so because employee know that in case of good profit, they will get a good compensation for their efforts which they have put in a business to make it efficient business. The fourth one is for building prestige and recognition. That means you have to create your own image. Your business should have some prestige in the market. That means you have to satisfy all the concerned parties of your business. Now who are this concerned party? We will see one by one. That means as a good businessman, you have to supply good quality product and service at a reasonable price to your customers. So customer is your party. Second thing, you have to give fair remuneration to your employees. So employee is your second party. Plus you have to pay sufficient dividend to your shareholders, shareholder who purchase the share of your company. And then you have to pay tax on a time to government. Government is also your party. In similar way, there are various parties which are connected with your business. So you have to create a prestige and maintain a good relation with them. So all this is possible only if business is earning good profit. So you will be able to pay them properly and on a time. Now let us see the classification of business. You can see a chart where business is classified into two, industry and commerce. Today we will take industry part. Industry, when I say industry, I can imagine there are a lot of machinery and some production work is going on. That means it really deals with production of goods and services. Commerce deals with distribution side. When we talk about industry, it's related to production. Now industry is again classified into three parts, that is primary, secondary and tertiary. Okay, so here industry is divided into three. First one is primary. When we talk about primary, that means business that extracts the raw material from natural resources. When we use nature and get the raw material, that comes under primary industry. Secondary industry depends upon primary industry. Why? Because in this, business turns the raw material into finished product. Finished product means which is ready to consume. Now third is tertiary industry, where business provides services. Without services, the business cannot run smoothly. Now we will study in detail one by one. First is primary industry, correct? Primary industry, you already know where we use the natural resources to get raw material. So primary industry is classified into two: extractive industry and genetic industry. Extractive industry refers to those industry under which something is extracted out of earth, out of water, out of air. Example, coal, iron, gas, all this we use from nature. Farming, mining, lumbering, hunting, fishing, all this comes under the category of extractive industry. Now then, what is genetic industry? Industry which refers under which the breeds of animals and vegetables are improved and more useful. Example, we can say poultry farm, okay, dairy farming, fishing and cattle breeding. All this comes under genetic industry. I am clear with what is extractive and genetic industry. Now we will move towards secondary industry. Secondary industry means industry produces a product, manufactures a product, but by taking use of primary industry. They depend on primary industry. Example, producing cotton is a primary industry, but manufacturing cloth with the help of cotton comes under secondary industry. Now, secondary industry is further classified into two parts: manufacturing industry and constructive industry. But manufacturing industry is again classified into four parts. There are four parts. Manufacturing, you already know, where the raw material or the semi-finished product is converted into finished product, which is ready to consume. So what are these four parts which comes under the manufacturing? Number one is analytic. That means different things are manufactured out of one material. So material is one, but it is used to manufacture different kinds of products. Example, petrol, diesel, gasoline out of crude oil. That means petrol is not only used for vehicles, they are used for many other things. They have alternative uses. Now processing. Those industry wherein uses things are manufactured, they use the things and manufacture by making the raw material through different production process. That means they use and make a production process on the particular raw material, and then output is ready, that is finished product is ready. Okay. Then comes synthetic. That means here many raw materials are mixed together and one product is made which is ready for use. Example, paints, cosmetics, all this where different products are used and one product is ready. Then comes assembling. You already know assembling means different products are, different parts are manufactured and then they make together a one part. For example, computer. So we can say CPU is produced differently, monitor is produced in another industry, then they come together and one product is ready. So example, computer, watches, car, all this, television, all this comes under assembly. Now comes construction industry. You already know when I talk about construction, that means the building, construction of building, road, dam, canals, all this thing. So what actually they require? They require cement, they require bricks, they require steel. From where they get all these things? From primary industry. So it is clear that secondary industry depends upon primary industry. Now the third part of industry, that is tertiary industry. We can also call this as service industry. Why? Because they provide service. They are not producing any good. Those services are very important because business runs smoothly only with the help of this sector, that is tertiary sector. Now when we talk about transport, banking, insurance, warehouse, advertisement, all this helps business to run smoothly. That is the reason they are also called as aid to trade. We know what is aid to trade. That means they help. We say first aid, right? Similarly, tertiary sector is aid to the businessman. It helps wherever it is required. Suppose you need to transfer to from your good from one place to another. You need transport, so transport is a service. If you need finance, you need loan, bank will help you, so bank is providing you service. If you want to make an insurance in case if there is a fire to your building, who will help you? Insurance company will help you. Now if you want to store your product, okay, in a place, and later on you want to sell in a market, then warehouse will help you. If you want to reach to the customer and you want them to know about your product, that means you want to give information about your product, so advertisement, marketing will help you. So these are the services which will always help businessmen to earn profit. So I think we are clear here. Industry is classified into two: primary, secondary and tertiary. In our next video, we will learn about commerce, that is distribution part. So thank you and be connected with us. Keep on learning.